Welcome back to another episode of Jason's Life in 5. Today is Sunday, June 12th, 2026, and I am outside of Barstow, California, in somewhere I remember from my childhood. This is called Calico. It is a ghost town, and it used to be a former mining town, then it became a tourist attraction, and now that is where we are today. So we're going to come and check it out. My daughter is with me somewhere. She might be up in the shade. It is hot today, but I'm excited to kind of come and see what we got going on. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Are you hot?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go check out the ghosts or the town. Leatherworks. Did you want to go look at the Leatherworks?
No, I don't care.
If not, they've got the Woodworks over there. No? You want to go in the fire hall?
Well, you can't really go in.
Well, you can't go in, she tells me, but we can look at it. Look at that old-timey fire truck. It's kind of funny because the town actually burned down in the 1930s. Too bad they didn't have one of these. I'm worried my daughter is here and she's finding this place to be boron. They have this plaque here talking about the history of Calico. It was founded in 1881 and produced $86 million in silver. The town burnt down in the 1930s. You know, kind of around that time, silver prices had fallen and the town was on hard times anyways. But it burned down and they rebuilt it, but it kind of got abandoned. And then in the 1950s, Walter Knott, the individual that started Knott's Berry Farm, ended up restoring the town and turning it into a tourist destination. And then that's what we're visiting today. Now it's run and I think owned by the San Bernardino County, if I'm not mistaken. This is the Lane House and Museum, original home of Lucy Lanes from 1885 to 1867 and restored in 1979. Hello. It says indoor plumbing was unheard of in the early days of Calico. Outhouses were outdoor bathrooms and chamber pots, wash bowls and pitchers. There's a picture of John and Lucy Lane, former residents of this home. They've got the old mercantile store, Lane's General Merchandise. Kind of a fun little store. Got a lot of candy and some other things. Go in and take a look and see. Kind of fun. You can see all kind of the old-timey candy as well as just little nickel candies and things like that. You can get your cowboy hat or your old-timey steampunk. You look so cool. You look punky. I'm gonna go check out the mine tour and the train ride. Maybe. We see it up here. My daughter has told me it doesn't look like it would be fun because we saw a guy walking across the desert. But we'll see.
A mini education on the type of minerals Calico is famous for. We use black light in the showcase to highlight what would otherwise be pretty bland-looking materials. Modern miners use ultraviolet light to sort specimens, but in the glory days of the Maggie mine, only the sure knowledge and experience of a miner could find pay dirt in high-grade ore.
So this mine shaft was in a real mine that was used. There was actually a couple of brothers that tried mining that way. They made it a ways down, didn't find anything, and essentially just quit the claim, they said. Then years later, there was a grade school kid that found some deposits here They ended up coming the other way, and they dug to 3 feet from the entrance, and that's where they found tons of silver ore, and they just hauled it out through the entrance that the other guys had dug. So I guess that goes to show you just maybe shouldn't quit. Mine shaft. This creepy mannequin is showing us a more modern hydraulic drill. It said there may have been some examples of those in Calico, but most were done by hand, axe, and pick. We're now walking down to Dead Man's Drift. Here's a chute that they would put the ore down. Probably don't want to stand here very long. Would be bad. Oh, when you hear 3 bells, better stand clear. Chute 2 is stand clear for 4 bells.
Was cut through solid rock, and in more than 100 years of use, it's nearly identical to the way it looked when it was first blasted out of the mountain. Notice the unusual, keep an eye out for silver nuggets along the way.
This extension of the mine is called Dead Man's Drift, and it says that that was done because there are no mine timbers holding up the area. They have the little diorama with the mannequin miners hard at work chasing the elusive silver ore. We're continuing through the mine. It said we're going to go to the glory hole. I hope we know when we get there. You found it? Oh look, they're mining for dollars. Look at that. These are the Mulcahy brothers. They mined here and mined out enough to actually buy the mine. You can see them here. They said that one of them actually was reportedly stayed here in the winter, slept inside the mine. It's like his brother's showing off his money, and the other one's like, hey, give me that dollar. Big John. This would have been a common sight in the mines at Calico. A miner working by himself, using a heavy sledgehammer to drive in a drill bit to prepare for blasting. That is one heck of a loud fan at the exit. But evidently this takes us out to Main Street. I made it out of the mine. I had a good day. I found me some dollars. Worked hard. Dug those dollars out of the rock. Now, we don't have to deal with that cold mine anymore. We can be out here in the warmth of the sun. After you come out of the mine, you can come up here and get a nice little view over town. See the bottle house down behind there. And Barstow would be out over that hill there. So, and we get a nice cool breeze. By cool, I mean hot. Gonna work our way back down towards Main Street. Got to check out the bottle house, and we bought tickets to do the Mystery Shack. So we have at least 2 things that my daughter's not gonna be excited to do. This is the old schoolhouse. Looks like you might be able to go in sometimes. Right now we can just kind of peek through the window because there's no one in there. But this was a building that was built, I think it said in 1885. And they have a photo of it outside, but this is a reconstruction that was done in 1955. So it's the same age as Disneyland, if you think about it, is what I told my daughter, but it's probably more original. Sign here says they have ice cream, fudge, and sweets. I'm pretty sure they didn't have ice cream, and probably not fudge.
Or a Starbucks.
Or Starbucks. Oh, they have Starbucks. Yeah, they didn't have that, I'm pretty sure. We found the mystery shack, so we're gonna go in here and have some fun messing with our brains, I have a feeling. Count the black dots. Well, I'm trying.
Just like that, Harry never worked another day in his life, y'all. Want to follow me on in the house, but watch this.
Come on, get up. Get up.
You can use your hands if you need to. There you go, good job. There you go, good job. You can use your hands. Will you stand up, just move forward, and I'll balance you back out. There you go.
Look at their bat cage. So the mystery shack was, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes long. It was a fun little tour with a few different little kind of gags or gimmicks that mess with your mind. Probably about what like I expected. I think we probably did it before last time we came, but it's kind of fun because you get to see, water that looks like it should go up and it goes down, and some of those different things. Trying to get up out of the chair was a little bit challenging because of the gravity, but it was fun. So I gotta help my daughter know what this is, so she's edumacated. This is called the head frame. They had this at mines, and that's how they would lower down carts or people or different equipment into the mine. So, yes, it's called a head frame. So.
I feel a
They've got an old blacksmith shop. I feel like when we came here before that it was open, but there you can see through the bars and kind of see everything inside there. Just see what it was like, because that would have been something definitely needed in a mining town. We got to go up here and check out the bottle house. That's one thing I remember from when I was a kid and bringing my kids here. When I told my daughter, I said, we'll see the bottle house. She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. So I'm gonna go check out the house made out of bottles. See different colored bottles to make calico, some other shapes. Now you better behave and follow the rules here, or you'll end up in the pokey. You want to end up in the pokey? Okay. I have the Calico Rock and Gift Shop. Well, what's going on in the Calico jail? Looks like someone didn't follow the rules. I asked you to just follow the rules. Tried to raise you right. It's a breakout. Let's go. Come and see the way it used to be. Haircuts 50 cents. Bath regular 50 cents. See all the ways things used to be here in Calico, including the old baths. Looks like people tried to pay for their baths here. Buried on this site, December 13th, 1981, is a time capsule to be opened in the year 2031. 150th anniversary of the Calico birth. They've got that time capsule and they're gonna open it in 5 years. Maybe we'll have to come back and check it out. They have a bus dedicated to Walter Knott, the founder of Knott's Berry Farm. He's also the one that bought Calico and revitalized the ghost town. Well, Calico's gonna be closing soon. We did get here in the afternoon, which is part of the reason it was so hot. But I don't know, it was fun to come and just, do some of those things I did before. A lot of it's, shopping in the touristy stores. Evidently, I asked one of the merchants and she said that all of the shops are run independently. So, there's that, and, the train and the other things you can pay for independently. So, I enjoyed it, but a lot of that probably has to do with, coming here as a kid. I don't know how much my daughter enjoyed it. She'll say she did, but it's probably not the highlight of the trip for her. But, if you're interested in coming and do an old-timey ghost town, it's a good place to come and check out at Calico. So thanks for watching this episode of Jason's Life in 5, and we'll see you next time for another adventure. But until then, happy travels.
it.